Hey, welcome and welcome back to the channel. My name is Joy and this is Enax Joy. Thanks for being here. So today's reading, we're doing messages from the one that got away. So the intention of this video is to help the collective relationship separation, specifically during Venus retrograde periods. Right now we're in a Venus retrograde period in Leo. So that's fun. It's a great time to just kind of understand what these relationships are in your life and why they're there and why they're coming up again and what's needed to be resolved. This video is for when the past comes up, when energies are stuck and the waves of nostalgia keep hitting. This video is to help soothe the heart and connect back to the place and come home to the understanding of letting go. So if you have someone in mind and they've just kind of been living in your head rent-free, or just plaguing your energy, whatever you want to call it, this video is for you. I have 3 piles today. There is this pile number 1, the Visconti Tarot pile. We have pile 2, the Lunasol Tarot, and pile 3, the Magician, the classic Rider-Waite Tarot, but the Magician reverse for the Rider-Waite Tarot. So take as much time as you need to meditate on these cards and just kind of hone in on your intuition to connect to your person and the messages they may have for you, because this is what the cards are going to be used for. You can pause here if needed, if not. Timestamps are always down below. Go ahead if you'd like. I'll be explaining the way the reading's gonna go in each reading, so I'll see you there. Bye. Hey Palin, if you chose the Visconti Tarot deck, then this is your reading. So today we're doing a video on the one that got away and the messages from the one that got away. And so how this reading is going to go today, we're going to identify your energy and then your person's energy, and this is your current energies, and then we're going to do the relationship type and the dynamic you both had, and then we're going to do to the main meaty portion of messages from your person. So I already pulled out some more little cards. I'm just going to set them up and I will see you when I'm done setting them up. Okay, so here is the oracle card set up. Here we have your current energy, here we have your person's energy, and here we have the relationship dynamic that you both shared. Okay, so for your energy we have the Mirror Guardian. Take time to reflect. I'm seeing a bed, so right now you're probably either in bed, wanting to be in bed, thinking about being in bed, but you're in a time of rest and reflection and a time of just kind of contemplating the past, and this is really why this video is coming up, because it's really hitting you hard when it comes to the lessons you've learned and this person's energy coming up. And it could be to a point where you are bedridden and it's really hard for you to find motivation to do anything. Right now, it's okay for you to be gentle with yourself and to just kind of flow through the energy, making sure that you're taking care of yourself and you're not letting this person get to you too much. I know it's really hard though, so take that as you can, be as patient as you need to be, but also be as disciplined as you need to be in order for you to release this energy. Yeah, I know I personally have had a hard time myself getting out of bed because of this Venus retrograde energy. It's quite hard to understand why things happen the way it did and have to kind of just sit there and reflect on it. But that's you right now. This is why a lot of people skip out on meditation too, right? Like, it's not the easiest thing to let your thoughts come up and come by and let those feelings come up. It's painful. A lot of people avoid feelings. A lot of people do a lot of stupid things to avoid feelings. We hurt ourselves so that we're not bored or that we don't have to feel certain types of emotions. But yeah, your person wants to be coming through, so let's move on. So your person's energy is the Druid. Hold the space. This person really held space for you, and that's one of the reasons you fell for them. They would be very polite when you would talk. They'd be very courteous. They would never talk over you. They would let you speak. They would let you finish your sentences. They were adamant on hearing what you had to say and caring about your opinions and not just having it be about them. The conversations that you two shared were something that were really prevalent in how the relationship was built and how both of you kind of fell for each other. He was someone to you who held the space, who was a great listener, who let you express to your fullest abilities. I'm hearing that you were able to unmask with them. They might have had tattoos. They might have not, but they might have. I'm just being drawn to the tattoos on this person. They also carried a very natural-esque vibe about them. They were very I'm hearing for some that they might have been your friend. They might have been a close friend to you. This might have been a situationship for you too. Because of this Halls of Learning as the card to identify the relationship dynamic, it really makes me think that you are you two met in class at a school event, an academic setting, if not a work setting. It's a place of learning though. It could have been a library. I'm seeing a library too. Maybe even a cafe. But like just somewhere where you both were learning. I'm getting for a lot of you it's gonna be school. Whether it doesn't matter which level of schooling, it's gonna be school. Yeah. Oh, that's a heavy one. Oh, that's a really heavy one, guys. Okay. And gals and non-binary pals. That's heavy because I personally resonate with this pile, so we're gonna continue. So in terms, I'm gonna read this as I would for both myself and for you, my beautiful, supportive, lovely viewer. I honestly could not have done this without you. But anyways, yeah, so thank you for the support. I really appreciate you. I really appreciate you just being here and you listening and you supporting me and just being you and enjoying the things that you love. So thank you. Yeah. Okay. So when it comes to the type of relationship this is, you also have intuition. I pulled these cards when it comes to self-reflection because I find that a lot of these relationships are going to mirror each other, and they're going to be lessons that both parties are going to learn. And with both of you two, you both are learning intuition. You're learning the listening to your intuition, and the practical step that you can do for that is listing your intuitive messages, like listening, like having a book of synchronicities where you write down synchronicities, like, oh, you were thinking about them and then you saw their name somewhere, or like you were thinking about, like, a song comes up on your For You page and like it like emotionally resonates so hard to the situation that you both had, and it's like keeping like a log of that, like saving those clips, like I don't know, like you can get creative with this, but just honoring your intuition and not writing it off as coincidence, but being like, yeah, that's a sign. And people might call you Delulu, and like I've felt this way myself when it comes to relationships like this, but I don't know. In my experience, I've had it come back round and start over in my life, and you know, proven that I wasn't Delulu, that it was going on, and I was just gaslighting myself, and I was being gaslit by other people. So like, if you're in that stage in your life and all you have to do and all you can do right now is sink into the nostalgia of the past and into past music and into love readings because you just want to embrace their energy so bad, like, I'm here for it. I'm for you right now, like, because no one else is gonna really understand or get it, and any other person in your life is gonna be like, you just get over him, he's no good for you, or she's no good for you, she's such a player, or they're just so like, they're not it, you know. They're just gonna be really bashful about your person, and I'm here to like tell you and be a support system to kind of just confirm your intuitive messages. And if they bash you about like, oh, like you're seeing synchronicities, that's so delusional, like just be like, just don't tell them, just keep it to yourself, keep a mental note of it, write it down later, journal it down for yourself. Like, I don't know, like, you don't have to journal it, you can just keep a mental note and be like, oh, okay. But like just trusting the fact that if you do like see their name somewhere, they might be thinking of you, or if there's special numbers that come up that involve like a significance or symbolic meaning for your relationship, just trust in that, like that their energy's with you and that they want to be with you and their energy wants to be with you, and there's just still so much love there, but it's just not possible in the physical realm. But yeah, there's just a lot of love there. A lot of love. So we're gonna transition into the deck so we can get some messages from your person. Sorry, I'm already fumbling over my words. Yeah, you probably made this person like really like nervous. That's how I'm already feeling. Okay, sorry, I'm just gonna need a second to drink some, right now I'm drinking some kombucha. Let me know what your favorite drink is right now if you want. Yeah, but this kombucha has positive energy and love in its ingredients, so I thought I could use it. Okay. So I'm gonna channel messages from your person, and the energy that's coming through right now is one where it's quite like they miss the memories of you two quite a bit. Like quite a lot. Oh, of course. Of course. I didn't even really like shuffle this, and of course it had to come out. Okay, so yeah, so your person's coming through strong and heavy and fast as the Emperor. You might have known them as the Emperor. They might have been someone who is like an emperor figure, so they were authoritative, and I'm hearing they were daddy. You know what I mean? They were like that daddy energy, Pedro Pascal-esque type energy. You know, Capricorn vibes energy. It's the stubbornness of an earth sign mixed with the passion of a fire sign. That's how I feel about the Emperor sometimes. And that's how your person would like to come through. And it's like there's something between you that wasn't said, but it's there, and both of you know it's there. And it's like every time you guys see each other, every time you guys are with each other again, you can't stop the feeling. You can't deny the fact that it's there. And the fact that you're both in separation right now is because it's so strong. And it's because you both are flippin' afraid of it. And I just saw 555, so it's like you're both really afraid of the change that it comes with, and you're both afraid of what it means, and you're both afraid of the spiritual aspects and these lessons learned. But yeah, okay, let's get more messages from your person. So, Spirit, Divine Source, please tune me into the collective of pile 1 and their person and the messages they want to give to my pile 1s at this time during separation. That's so weird. It's not weird, but you know what I mean. And I've been watching you at night. I think of you. I want to be your lady, baby. Apologies for my singing. It's probably atrocious, and I'm so sorry. But that message wanted to come through so bad. But yeah, so like this person stalks your social media. They stalk your social media. They don't stalk you, they just stalk your social media. They have boundaries when it comes to their level of, respect for you. So don't worry about that. Like they think of you every night. They please themselves to you every night. Like if not every night, like quite often. To the point where like they're using sex magic on you without realizing it and without like intending to. Like they're doing it not knowing they're doing it. So like if you're getting a lot of psychic attacks and you're thinking about them constantly and like all this sexual energy just coming to you, just know it's because they're like watching you on your social media and they're like pleasing themselves to you. And accidentally, they might not be into spirituality, so they might not know this, but they are like manifesting you through the act of release of body fluids. And yeah, so let's leave it at that. But in their waking life, they think of you like all the time. But they're focused on their money, they're focused on getting their bag, and they're not really focused on emotions. They're really reflecting, keeping them to themselves, but they're really working hard to just fulfill their physical and material needs. Ugh. Yeah, okay. So can we get this in a more second person tone? Okay. Person of Power 1, come through. Channel into these cards so that your message to your person may be as clear and as accurate, as resonant as it can be. Just 3 more cards for messages. Yeah, so there's like a stubbornness and a shyness when it comes to your person. When it comes to like their feelings for you, they like wrestle with it quite heavy, and they think about you all the time. Like it's like you're on their, like you live in their head 24/7. Like this video was also gonna be whose head do you live in rent free, but like I thought that was too easy. I feel like the collective knows. Like my girlies know what's up when it comes to whose head they're living in rent free. It's not a surprise to them. What is a surprise though? When they can't get out of bed. So that's why this video is made. Anyways, your person has the Queen of Wands, the 2 of Wands, and not 2 of Wands, the Queen, 2 of Pentacles in reverse, and then the 3 of Pentacles upright. Yeah, okay. They want to say, I'm gonna switch into like second person tone. So they want to say they miss you and that you are the Queen of Wands to them. You're someone who's very spicy and adventurous and sexy and beautiful. Someone who's very regal and who they miss a lot. Like, they miss you, like, a lot. Like, it's not even like, it's not a secret that they miss you a lot, that they think about you like that a lot. Yeah, they think about you at night, especially, quite often. Yeah, so you both might be in a third party situation. So you're probably with someone and they're probably with someone, and they miss you and they just think about you and they reminisce on the times that you had together. Sometimes they think about messaging you, but like they don't know if it's appropriate. They might want to like message you on a more like civil, more professional basis, but they also feel like the connection is severed, so they don't even know how you feel about it, so they don't know if they should even reach out or even try to, so they don't. And sometimes they go back and forth when it comes to how they feel about you, and sometimes they feel like you just like left them, but they still miss you quite heavily. And yeah, there's a part of abandonment that's still there with them. Yeah, and part of them that kind of feels played by you, but they really miss you and they really want you, and they're in their feels about you. Regardless of what you did, you might have not even done anything. You might have just like done everything you could have, and they might have treated you like shit and that's why you left, but like they're not really seeing that. So apologies. I'm here to like kind of filter out stuff still. I'm still me. I'm still like your reader. So I'm reading for you, for the collective, for us, you know, but like the messages that he wants to pull through, it's quite like, oh, like I miss you, like I feel like there's no accountability taken on his end, or if this is not a him, apologies, I'm so sorry. This person is coming up in a more masculine energy, but they want to come through and not take accountability for what's going on, and they want to kind of put the pin on you and want you to come back to them without actually having to do any work. Yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah. They might come to your city often and think about you whenever they're there. Yeah. I think about all the memories you two had when going around that city. But yeah, okay, I'm gonna leave it there. I feel like that's a good place to leave it, because it's like we got the messages and we got like their messages, and then we also got like closure messages without really having to like be closure messages, you know what I mean? Like part of it, like, you know, like post nut clarity, part of it comes to that. That's why I also do these readings, so it's like post reading clarity. It's like, oh yeah, remember that time they did this? Do you remember that time she did this? Do you remember the time that they did this? You know, like it's just kind of a remembrance of the good times and being able to live in a space where that person exists. Like you don't have to look at them in a rose-colored glasses, but if you do, you have the ability to take it off and put it on and take it off whenever you want to. Yeah, so this is why I wanted to make this video, and I really hope to help you right now in your situation, and I hope, you know, the best for you, and just focusing on yourself during the separation at this time. It feels like this is gonna bounce back. Like, this relationship is just something that bounces back. And it's gonna come back around. So until that time, just focus on you. Do the best you can. Be patient with yourself. Give yourself a lot of care, a lot of love, and focus. And yeah, just know this person loves and cares about you and wants the best for you and wants you to be the best for yourself. Okay. Love you lots. I wish you the best. Take care, my beautiful soul. Bye. Hey pal too, if you chose the Luna Soul Tarot deck, then this is your reading. So let's do a quick breakdown of the reading. So these cards are your person and the messages that they're going to be giving. We'll keep this aside and keep it safe for now, but how the rest of the reading is going to go is that we're going to do the messages from when they got away. So we're going to identify your energy and then your person's energy and the relationship type and the dynamic of the union, and then we're going to do the meaty part of the messages that they have for you. I just want to say immediately, while doing your reading, I'm listening to music right now, but I'm listening to it in my AirPods because I don't want to get slammed for copyright. But the song that's playing right now is Toxic by Britney Spears. So I just wanted to point that out. To me, this is a very sexual song. So they're missing you quite heavily in that way. And it feels like you might be like addicted to them. But they're like toxic to you. Yeah. Okay, so your pal's the only pal that got 2 cards to signify your energy. So how I'm laying this out right now is that this is your energy, this is their energy, and this is the relationship that you both had together. This card represents the lessons that you both learned and are learning right now. And this card is just the general like relationship dynamic. So when it comes to you, you are both the Spring and the Peacekeeper. So when it comes to your current energy, you are in heat. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I'm laughing. I think it's because I'm also experiencing this, so like apologies. Yeah. Usually when I read, it's like prevalent to my life and it's a reflection of what's going also on with me. So apologies if I'm laughing. It's not at you, I promise. It's just the energies that want to come through to me. And yeah, I'm laughing at how I'm laughing at myself. Really. Okay, so when it comes to you, you are in the heat. You might be in a romantic era. You might be in a romance phase. You are in a very idealistic, very much like peacekeeping. You are my lovely, beautiful starseeds. You see a vision for the world that's just so beautiful, so romantic, so ideal. And I mean that in the activist Greta Thunberg, let's fight for our rights kind of way, you know? You are the reason that I feel like living's necessary, to be honest, because you give me so much hope for the future, and the fact that there are more people out there who share similar, if not the same values when it comes to environmental protection, social justice issues, activist rights issues, being able to identify class, race, gender, sex issues, and all the different ways it comes up within our everyday life. For example, like the writer's strike that's going on in Hollywood right now. That's pretty big when it comes to entertainment and value and what it means to be paid and the classism that goes on in our current system of social capital, you know, like, yeah. Anyways, so that's you, my dear. You are a very beautiful soul. You are here to change the world when it comes to being someone to pioneer ideas that really help embrace the betterment of all and the evolution of humankind and the general world by being able to identify that we live and are all connected in the world and therefore should be taking care of it and be taking care of each other. Yeah, I don't know what to say, but like, you are just a precious soul that we need to protect at all costs. We just need to protect you at all costs. You hold the light. You are a lighthouse. You hold the hope. You are the reason that people continue to move forward throughout their days because they recognize people like you exist and they're happy to live in a world where people like you exist. Alright, we're gonna move on to your person. And your person has snake. Shed old skin. Yeah, your person loves those qualities about you. There's just a part of you that just lights their fire when it comes to moralities and their sense of who they are, and being able to recognize themselves in you through those ideals. They reminisce on the times when you first met and recognize the fact that you have a spot in their heart that no one is ever going to have. You're going to have a permanent residency, a key, if you will, to their living space when it comes to their head. You will live there rent-free 24/7 all the time. You can call them up at any time of the day and they might not answer, but like, they will care about you and they will get back to you and they'll drop their things to like help you out. That's the energy that they're coming in with. You gave them a reason to change. Yeah. They shed their old skin of pessimism and they were like, oh my god, you can live a life where you don't have to hate everything all the time. Yeah, sign me up. Sign me up for that. So they have a lot to thank when it comes to you, especially when it comes to the positive attitude and the joy that you brought into their life. It is just so astounding how much they changed, how much love they have, how good they felt because you were in their life. They changed so much about themselves. They learned a lot about themselves because of you. You were their muse. You were their like everything. When you two were together, there was infinite potential, you know? You brought them a manifestation vortex. You were their lucky charm, you know? So when it comes to things in their day-to-day life, say they were trying to get a deal for a car, because there was an accident on their last vehicle and they needed to purchase a new vehicle and they wanted a really good insurance price or something like that, but they were waiting, and then you popped into their life and they were like, oh, you're my lucky charm. And then all of a sudden next few days pop by and that vehicle insurance is probably the best, lowest interest rate that is possible for them, making you their lucky charm. Yeah, that's how they feel about you. They feel like they're sky high. They want to do so many things to you, romantically and sexually, and just like even intellectually, emotionally. They just want to be there. They want to be for all of it. Just speaking in tongues. Yeah, they want. Oh, so this is a little bit more raunchy, but they want. When I said they want you speaking in tongues, they want you to feel so good that you can't speak after you're with them. Yeah. So when it comes to them, you turn their 6s to 9s, so you kind of like elevate them to a higher level, a more broader perspective, and you make their everyday seem like something so spiritual, like a spiritual lesson. Yeah. When it comes to your relationship dynamic, we've been talking about it, but like, you also have the card positive attitudes. I have a positive attitude. I speak only positive words. So that is, again, a direct influence that both of you had on the connection. I know we talked about how you had a connection and you had an influence on them, but they also had an influence on you when it comes to reflecting back at you the beauty of you within, and how amazing you really are, and the values you do hold, and the fact that you can see that in other people, and you bring that positive attitude back into other people, and you bring that, you like revive childhood wounds and you heal them, and you do it so beautifully in a way where people can express themselves fully and be their childhood selves again. And yeah, and it, in this relationship, it just showed you and gave you so much confidence, of validation, straight up validation on who you are and what you believe. And, yeah, before this person, it might have been hard to really see that, and it was really hard to see your worth, because you might have been growing up in an environment where people didn't have the same value set, but this person really emphasized how much they appreciated it and how much it impacted them on such a positive level. It was an activation for them. It changed their life. Like, legitimately, it changed their life in terms of, like, it's like those cheesy, like, oh, I just watched The Secret and I know the law of attraction, like, you know, those spiritual awakenings when you first come in, and you're a spiritual baby, and like, that's what you did for them, you know? You brought the magic back into their worlds, and that's an unforgettable experience. Like, absolutely unforgettable. Okay, so we're 12 minutes in, and I haven't pulled cards from them. So let's start that now. Let's get messages from your person. It's funny, I wonder if I even have this song. Yeah, I should. Okay. I have a specific playlist that I'm playing right now. It just kind of like hits during these times in my life. Okay, so let's get messages from your person. So may Pile 2's person come through for clear, accurate, and resonant messages for their person, whether that be third person or second person. Oh, I'm not taking it. Okay, so we're gonna messages from this person, and this is for people in separation. So if you're not in separation and this still describes you, that's pretty awesome. I'm really glad for you. but this main part is for people in separation, because, you know, people who aren't can usually talk to their person and ask them this. So, yeah. Stay if you want. If you're in a relationship where you can't, then stay if you want. I would enjoy your company. I would love it. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. I love you. I'll love you better than your partner ever would. No, sorry. But yeah, I really do hope your partner is treating you right if you are in a stable relationship and are just kind of clicking on this video for funsies. Yeah. Because there's nothing but good things being said or being thought about you. But yeah, this is also called The One That Got Away, so I'm pretty sure this isn't for... anyways, I don't want to analyze it too much. So when it comes to your person and their messages for you, they might have came into your life as the King of Wands. So they might have been very fiery, very... King of Wands is kind of like the Emperor, but like there's more of an emphasis on the heat, on the birds and the bees, on the sexuality of everything. Yeah. So when it comes to this connection, they want you to wait. There's a really big duality going on because you have both the duality and the moon card. So when it comes to the outer and inner worlds of what's going on in both of you two, it feels like you're both connected on the 5D, but in 3D, because you're separated, there's nothing that could really happen at this point in time when it comes to coming back together. So it might happen later in life, but for now, like, the best thing to do right now is to kind of keep to your energy, and you might be like really sexually like into them, but emotionally it's just kind of like draining both of you, and focusing on your own tasks and what you need to get done today and what will make you feel like your own person apart from them is gonna be the best when it comes to moving forward from this connection. They want to see the best when it comes to you. They don't want to be the reason that you're stopping your own potential. They want you to thrive and be the best you can be. There's just a lot of hidden emotions and a lot of things that can't be said right now or can't be done right now. Any other messages from pile 2's person? You have the 8 of Swords in reverse. There's also the Knight of Swords. There's the 3 of Cups in reverse. I have to clarify. I have another clarifier for the 8 of Swords, please. And then last card. Okay. So when it comes to this connection, it feels like This person wants to get peace of mind. So right now, you both are in separation because this person needed to kind of make sense of their own reality. But even apart, they still haven't really found it. They haven't found that same kind of like peace that they had with you. There's a part of them that's really trying to identify themselves, and a part of them that's doing it through emotions. And sometimes it gets too into a judgment of them overthinking a lot of things. But generally, they are kind of having good thoughts about you. Yeah, and you make their desires pure. So there is a part of them that, because you have the Ten of Cups and the Sun, so they do want a happy family, and they do want because sorry. Joan of Arc might be a patron that's very important to you, but when it comes to them, they miss your soft-spokenness. They miss the fact that you gave purity to them. You miss the fact that you gave them light and joy and just a reason to keep going and such a moral compass to continue with. There's a sense of dissatisfaction without you, and they go back to reflecting upon the good times that you both had together, and wanting that again. Yeah, but it feels again like you might be in something. You might be in a relationship. Yeah. So they can't message you the way they want to. They want to like instantly message you. They want to do it now, but they can't. You have the Eight of Wands, King of Cups in reverse, Five of Cups in reverse, and then the World. So when it comes to him and the messages that they have for you, man, a lot of divine masculines are coming in today. Apologies. So apologies if this isn't a him. When it comes to them, they might just carry a really heavy masculine presence. But yeah, they are kind of like jealous of the current relationship you're in, and they want to prove that they would be a better like fit for you. So they want to message you and they want to give you a lot of love, but like they want to ease your burden, and they want to show you that they can be your everything. but they know that's inappropriate, and they know that's like not gonna happen right now. But they're praying, they're hoping. They really miss you, and they really find that you're a light and you deserve better. You deserve a person like them. This is kind of giving me a little bit like nice guy energy, but like in a way where like this person might be your friend, so they just feel like the person that you're with right now isn't a good match for you, and that they could be a better match for you. And they often think about you two together, and they fantasize about you two together, in a romantic connection, in a relationship. But yeah, okay. Can I get closing messages for pile 2s? Just so. You have the Nine of Wands in reverse. Anything else for my pile 2s? Closing messages. Closing messages for my pile 2s. Closing messages for my pile 2s. You also have the Four of Wands in reverse, so. Can I have just one more card, please, for my pile 2s? Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. It's weird. Closing messages is that, like, this person is still kind of unsure with what they want, but all I really know is that they want a new beginning with you. I don't know if they believe in spiritual relationships, but they're heavily thinking about it right now. They're reflecting on their past behaviors. They might have been someone who was very flighty, someone who might have been sleeping around a lot, someone who liked to play the fields quite a lot. But they're kind of like reflecting back on that, and they're also reflecting back on what spiritual unions are, because they can't get you off their minds. So they always keep thinking about this new beginning with you. Yeah, and that's it. Okay, so those are the messages for you, my pile 2s. I really hope this helped. I hope this gave you some clarity, some resonance. I would advise personally not to start anything new or go back to anything during the Venus retrograde period, because it's never fruitful. But it's your life. Do what you want. If you need to follow it through, do what you need to. I'm just here to read for you and support you during this journey. No judgment, no nothing, just love. I'm hoping that this really helped and gave you the clarity and resonance you needed for this connection. Yeah, okay. I love you lots. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. Hey pal 3s, I hope you're doing well. If you chose the Rider-Waite Tarot, the Magician in reverse deck, then this is your pile. So this deck is your person and the messages that your person is going to be bringing forth. But before we get into those messages, I just want to make sure that that we get the reading down. So right now we have the reading breakdown, which is this video is for messages from the one that got away. We're going to identify your current energy and then your person's energy, and then identify the relationship dynamic, and then do the messages. So I'm going to lay down the cards. Interesting. Okay. Alright. So, when it comes to both of you, you both are mirroring energies. So, when it comes to like identifying your current energies, you both are sharing the same energies. So, these two cards actually just resemble both of you. Okay. So, both of you are in a energy of just retreating. And just, reflecting upon what happened in the relationship. And really like what went wrong, as well as a lot of the desires both of you felt within the connection. When it comes to both of your energies, it's very balanced. Like, it's very much work hard, play hard. Both of you are in states of being able to rest, but being able to get work done when you need to. So, like, this connection of yours kind of lies in the background, and it's kind of like there to like remind you, but it's not really getting away too much of your everyday life, which is really good. There's a sense of moving on and moving forward when it comes to the both of you and this connection, and in the sense of for the best, you know what I mean? It's like you can both look at it fondly and remember the good times, but recognize the fact that both of you have work to do and you have to move forward with your life. Yeah. And that's a very mature thing that both of you guys are in right now. It's a very mature energy that you both share. Obviously, this also could be a time where you both miss each other, but are denying those feelings because it hurts too much. Yeah, I feel like you both visit each other's dreams all the time. I'm also hearing the song I Don't Miss You by J.P. Sachs, and it's the line, I don't miss you, but I just think about you all the time. So there's like this feeling of wanting to move forward, but still recognizing the connection has a hold on the both of you, and you both are kind of like a little frustrated at times when it comes to it interfering with your day-to-day. And that's kind of like weird to say, because I said it doesn't interfere with your day-to-day, but in the sense of you both think of each other all the time, so it interferes in that sense. It doesn't take over where it stops you from getting your shit done, but it's there, like you both share the connection, and you both share the you both share the telepathy when it comes to the connection, so you can send messages to each other. So if you ever have conversations in your head with them, just know that that they're thinking about you too, and thinking about you all the time. So when it comes to the relationship you two shared, the main dynamic was presence. There was a spiritual awakening that both of you really like, what's the word? Were you both, what's it called? Ignited. That's not the word I want. You both were a catalyst to each other's spiritual awakening. That's what I wanted to say. Yeah, so, and when it comes to the spiritual awakening, it was about being present, about being aware of your life, of taking control of the awareness of what's going on. It was about responsibility, self-responsibility, and acknowledging that, as well as having a broader perspective and looking for opportunities and learning about opportunities to really see things in a broader perspective. So both of you really were great teachers and students when it came to these lessons in life. Yeah, you were the person that kind of made this person settle down. Like, you gals might be in separation, non-binary pals might be in separation, and to the point where, like, you both are in different connections, and it's because you were the person that, like, made this other person want to settle down. And if they could, they would have settled down with you, but it doesn't feel like you were able to make the same commitment to them. Yeah. So yeah, both of you kind of expanded each other's mindsets when it came to opportunities and synchronicities, believing in the universe, that the universe has your back, and that, that, like, things happen in your life for a reason, as well as being able to take responsibility. So having the balance between freedom and destiny, and recognizing that both can operate and exist in the same worlds, and that, like, there's pockets of them within each other. Like, freedom can exist within destiny and vice versa. So it gets pretty deep with this file. It gets pretty existential with this file. Just a little. Sorry. Okay, so we're going to get messages from your person. Oh. Yeah, so this person, I'm already getting that they didn't treat you with the respect that you deserved. In the relationship, they might have hurt your feelings and they didn't really apologize for it, and, like, that's why you probably didn't want to be with them anymore, and that's probably why you're with someone else. And it didn't have to be a romantic relationship where you decided this. You guys might have been friends, but the way they treated you as a friend didn't really show you that there could be, like, potential, like, boyfriend material or girlfriend material or, like, relationship material, like, they didn't treat you in a way where you're like, oh, this person's interested in me, like, maybe we can see where this goes. No, they treated you poorly. They were like, oh, like, they were too much in their fears, and they thought you were too good for them, so they fucked up the connection by, like, self-sabotaging. They would, like, put you down. They would make stupid mistakes. They would, like, try to ignore you during, like, quality time, like, just to try to make you jealous. They would try to, like, poke your buttons and make you angry, but you weren't like that. You didn't have it, you were very mature with your emotions, and you're like, I don't want this in a partner, I don't want this in a friend. Like, so that's why you guys aren't talking right now, or aren't together right now. But they still have hope for the connection with the star right here. They hope that, one day that, like, both of you come back around, and that there's, like, a new beginning, They want to provide you with this new beginning, this more stable foundation than the one that was like previously. Yeah, that previously like was built off of really bad communication. They're really sorry for that. They hurt your feelings so heavily. And you know, they see you in their dreams all the time. Like, all the time. Like, they feel guilty. They just think about the union that you two shared and the happy and good times and how fulfilled they felt when you were in their lives. And they want to provide you with that same feeling. They have hope to change when it comes to how they speak and how they communicate. And they just want to be a better person for you. But yeah, they miss you a lot. Yeah, to the point where they feel exhausted and they might be bedridden because you're not in their life anymore. They just feel like they like sabotage themselves, and they, whenever they think about this connection again, they just like kind of beat themselves up for it. They think of you as the Empress. They think of you as the person that like could have been their everything, you know, like you embodied so much of what they wanted, and you just kind of were in this receptive energy of their love, but they weren't necessarily giving you good love, you know, like with the Knight of Cups in reverse. Like, they were providing you with love that was not adequate to suit the Empress, you know, like it wasn't good judgment, with judgment in reverse. Yeah, they were not, they self-sabotage so hard, you know, like they really know they fucked up and they didn't provide you with the right emotional stability or the right relationship stability that you deserve. And they were really intimidated, and especially when it comes to communication, they really fucked up when it comes to their communication. They could have had a new beginning with you when it comes to like actually providing you with intellectual stimulation and a good footing on where you both are, but no, they didn't. They were too busy juggling and too busy in their feels and too busy trying to impress people and focusing on the physical realm and the surface area and the superficiality of life to really even understand your beauty. They could not tap into themselves when it comes to really possessing the emotions the Queen of Cups would. They did not have the emotional capacity to understand and meet you at a level where you needed. Yeah. So when it comes to their dreams now, it comes quick and you show up as the Queen of Wands because there's parts of you that have shut yourself off to them, even in the astral section, and that you want to protect and keep hidden because of the way they treated you, you know? And they stay in their head about it and nothing really happens. Can I have clarifiers, please? Alright. So they feel like if they ever tried to shoot their shot, that like it wouldn't end well. And they would just end up like feeling like they're frustrated and bedridden, and they're scared to even approach the situation. but they feel you all the time, to the point of telepathy, you know? I'm not even surprised that the song Telepatia by Kali Uchis comes on, because that's how it really felt during this connection, like a strong telepathy between you two. Especially when it comes to sexual messages. Yeah, I'm gonna end it here because this is full circle, because we started with the Magician in reverse, so. Just like another pile, I forget which pile, but this person is unknowingly using sexual magic on you when it comes to thinking about you, while they're releasing their bodily fluids, and that's why you're thinking about them so heavily. That's why you've been called to listen to this reading. That's why you can't get them off your mind. That's why all the memories flood in. It's because they are doing magic on you, and it's not, because you can take the Magician in the reverse in so many ways. You can do it in ways where, like, the Magician is someone who is working on an internal aspect of cultivating resources inside of them, like confidence and energy and motivation in order to do something. But you can also take it as the Magician is someone who's not properly using the resources that they have, and they're using it in an inappropriate way. And with this, me being drawn to the wand being like so like tightly gripped, it just makes me feel like that's how it is. This person's misusing sexual magic, but they might not know that they're doing it. Yeah. Because they're unknowingly manifesting you back into their life, and that's why you might have those urges to like talk to them again. But again, like, it's up to you, and it's your call if you want to like message them or not. But you know, like, you don't have to. Separation is also, during a Venus retrograde, is probably like the best thing for reflection and having the space. And it just leads to less headaches, you know? Yeah. I feel like there was a bunch of like miscommunication with this group, especially, and it's funny because there is a sense of wanting a clarity. There's a sense of wanting things to be fair and clear and just and right, but like, because of where you both are right now, it's just not possible. And you both have some learning to do. And that's why separation is happening right now. It's out of both of your hands. Okay. Yeah, that's why you're not talking. So, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for listening. I really hope this helped clarify things, gave you resonance, helped you understand this connection a bit better. Yeah. Thank you so much for listening. You, my viewer, always, you just listening just puts such a big smile on my face and gives me such a big reason to continue doing what I do. So thank you so much for existing and being you. Thank you so much if you listened all the way to the end. Like, huge props to you. Yeah. I love you so much, you beautiful soul. I hope you take care. Bye.